So our next interview is going to be Oasis9, one of the devs from Fire Festival. So give it up for Oasis.
We'll get some insight. Yo, what's up, Oasis?
Hello.
Hey, how you feeling?
Oh, can you hear us?
Listen for a second.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just trying to get a hold of how I'm supposed to listen to you and the stream at the same time.
I feel you. You could just run through Discord, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Yes. So my microphone's a little bit bad, but it's fine.
Yo, Kay says Oasis9, thank you for everything.
Yeah. It's been quite fun. I am a developer, but there is another man on the team who has done a lot of work.
Absolutely. Who might that be?
So that's the minecoder Jackson.
The minecoder Jackson. Is minecoder available?
Also Eden.
And Eden. Yeah, we heard a lot about them.
Yes.
I will ping him in, or maybe I'll just send you his name.
Yeah, go for it. If we can get like all the devs in here, we would love to chat to everybody.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Let's do it all at once.
We got a lot of questions. Yeah, for sure.
Dope.
Find Eden.
The minecoder hashtag. I'll let you do the thing.
And
go ahead.
Eden.
Go ahead.
And then Eden.
You said
Dope.
the minecoder?
The minecoder. Yep.
There we go.
So we're gonna try and get them in the studio as well. But anyway, so let's get a little information about you. Where are you from? What do you like? We know you're a dev.
So I'm from New Zealand.
So you're from New Zealand?
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, it's an interesting accent.
Yeah,
I actually really like it. Yeah,
it's one of my favorites. The
it's more listenable than. It's certainly easier to listen to than Australian.
It is. It's softer. It's approachable.
Speaking as someone who's lived in Australia.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. I mean, if you live there, you know. Then you know.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved in Fire Festival? Like, what was the backstory for you?
So Hypixel helped out Coachella last year. So
nice.
I don't know what the details are, but they weren't able to do that this year. So I jumped on, following Noxie's tweet. So I've been all downhill from there.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Wow. So, like, how old are you now?
What? Sorry?
I said, how old are you now?
I'm 17.
So, what? Hold on.
Chill.
Like, whoa, I did not expect that. Like, dog, do you know how, like, do you know what 17-year-olds are doing right now? They're like
working for Fire Festival.
You are. I mean,
volunteering, technically. Yeah.
Volunteering, yes.
Kudos to you, but like, do you know how many people that are where you're at that are just not doing
that
something
are 17
cool?
and working for Fire Festival? Probably one.
Probably one. You're doing great things, and you have so much ahead of you. That's incredible. Kudos to you, man.
Damn,
So
it's certainly not been easy, but
I mean, not at all. I mean, we were just talking to who were we talking to a second ago about the hours. I think we were talking to Yoko and Underscore.
Yeah, Yoko and Underscore.
Yeah.
They were just shouting you out.
Yeah,
like,
I was paying attention to that. You might have noticed in private chat, I pinged them.
There you go. I mean, and
nice.
like, I guess you can attest to that. You know, like, what are some of the hours that you've had to go through, like, just getting everything?
So. I certainly did spend a lot of time working on things, but a lot of the work came from Jackson working on the networking. So he set up a system where we have multiple bungee cords which connect Minecraft servers, and all the bungees connect to all of the Minecraft servers, and you get connected to one of the bungees, that is. And basically, it really lowers the load on each individual server.
Oh god! Well, that makes sense. That's smart.
So it's interesting, and we had some issues with that at the last minute, which is why yesterday was a little bit heated. But it's come together today, which was really nice to see.
Yeah, it's incredibly nice to see. The server is running incredibly smoothly, like smooth, like really smooth.
Yeah.
So I mean, well done on that.
Well, yeah, it's not really my doing. I'm more in the boss fight sort of thing.
Wait, hold on.
Supposed to be a chat filter.
Did you say the boss fight? Is
yeah, he definitely did. Like, we appreciate you.
How? Okay, how? How did that work?
Well, you still
kind of did things that might be considered sins in terms
I'm sorry, we're losing you a little bit.
It's a program. All right. So I'm currently using rural internet, so
Okay.
Gotcha.
it's a little bit laggy. But basically, we as in I with the boss fights, I put the coordinates where the bosses would spawn straight into the code, which isn't something you're really supposed to do, but it's not like it's going to change, so it's ooh boy. So I'm listening to the stream from here, and I can hear myself lagging. That's great.
That's funny.
I can see that some people are still fighting Drake, so that's cool.
Yeah. We've been
Yo,
fighting Drake, Mac DeMarco. We fought
Yeah.
Drake. We definitely fought Drake.
We've definitely fought Drake.
Yeah, I was
was great.
hanging around with him.
Yeah.
Took a screenshot.
it
Wait,
was
were you in
super
there?
dope.
Were you in there? Were you in there when we were
I
fighting
was
Drake?
there.
Oh, you were?
When we were fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. He was there with us.
Yo,
In the
that's
trenches.
amazing. Oh my god.
It certainly felt a lot better to be on a server with working bosses.
Yeah. Yeah. I
For
would
sure. I was just so shocked that was even a thing. Like I
Wait,
was.
have you
I'm
seen
super
Bigfoot?
excited.
Bigfoot?
What?
Wait, there's a Bigfoot?
Where?
You haven't seen Bigfoot. Do you have the
No.
resource pack on?
Yeah.
I haven't
All right.
seen Bigfoot.
Jump on the main world.
Okay.
Right click on it and join the one with 124 players.
All right. Give me 1 second.
All right, joining
All
world
right.
now.
Saving some time. I'm just going to teleport you straight over to it.
Okay,
Oh my god. What?
I'm ready.
Oh yo. I'm so excited.
Can I grab your names?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Najee Boy for me. So MrNajiBoy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then mine is El Pontillo, ELPONTILLO.
Ooh, sorry, what was that?
El Pontillo, ELPONTILLO.
Yeah, I see.
Ah. I feel like
Ooh,
God's
We're
giving
going
us
down.
from the sky. Oh my
down
god.
into the mound.
Oh my gosh.
How? Oh.
Yeah.
What?
So you've got the resource pack.
Yes.
As far as I know.
Ooh, boy.
Jesus, do not enter. We just entered.
We just entered. We're being
I-
bad children.
I don't even know where we are.
I don't either. Yo.
Yo, what is this?
The
Holy
literal Bigfoot.
shit!
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
Yo, that's the slug. This is
Ah,
Bigfoot. Do you
where?
do you see this literal
I don't
Bigfoot?
know. There's a slug over here.
Look at this thing.
Where is it?
It's a big foot.
It's a Bigfoot.
Oh shit!
Look at it.
I think I got killed.
You know what's even better about this?
Oh,
That's my foot.
oh
What?
my god.
Did you make that foot?
I think it's his foot.
It's your foot.
Well, I didn't make the foot, but the foot belongs to me.
Oh my god! I definitely died. I died.
Wow.
Yeah, damage is a bit of... Sorry, it used to one-shot. It might still do that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got rocked immediately.
I'm in
No lie.
creative, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Damn, that was crazy. Oh my god,
That was so cool.
that
Oh,
was
hey, look at
literal
that.
god power right now. That's what
The
that was.
Bigfoot.
Yeah,
The
so
Bigfoot.
if you did a few blows to that, you would have gotten some SoundCloud NMDs.
What?
They look pretty interesting.
I don't think I didn't get enough hits in. I think everybody else
Yeah.
was smacking it, but
Well, they respawn after 1 minute, so
that's all good.
Damn.
Wow. But I got to experience Bigfoot. I didn't see what I'm
Damn,
saying. There's
Bigfoot
so
was
many little
crazy.
secrets, coding secrets in here that I just appreciate.
I just love that. I appreciate you for putting your foot out there.
like you put your
You
foot in it.
literally
White
put
litter-
you put your
oh,
left
it's a
foot
privilege.
in.
It is a privilege.
Oh
You know,
my
you-
god!
you're doing God's work.
You're doing God's work.
Oh
That's
man.
amazing. So I wasn't able to get the other devs in, unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't know if they're around.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
But so where did your your enjoyment or your passion for kind of coding or just like Minecraft in general or like games in general
So
come
it
from?
started with Minecraft. Ever heard of Hypixel?
Hypixel?
Yeah. So they have pretty much the biggest Minecraft server network in the world, and I enjoyed it playing on there. So I got myself involved and got in contact with a group called Hypixel Build Team.
Mm-hmm.
So at about 13, I joined them as an apprentice, kind of not really doing anything useful. I did learn a lot, which is good.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just been doing tons of stuff from there.
From 13, and that's crazy. Like the thing is like that 13.
13 is like.
Do you know how? Like,
it's a number, but
do you know what I was doing at 13, dog? Like, I was literally just proud of the fact that I could now say there was a teen in my age. That's it.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Dog, I don't even remember. I was still in Honduras. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Like,
I'm lying.
I owe a lot of that to, especially Hypixel team, because I wouldn't have learned a lot of what I know now.
Shit, man.
Without having people to support me like that.
That's crazy.
I mean,
well done.
It's one thing to learn stuff yourself, but to have people supporting you is something else.
Yeah. And it's, having that support from, I guess, that young of an age. You're like, dog, you're only 17. Do you know how good you're going to be in, like, you're already good. You're already crazy
super good.
Like,
but the problem is, what am I going to do about a career if I'm, like,
you're going to be
involved in different areas?
You'll be good. Don't even worry about it.
I'll be good, but
you're going to be
a career.
Like, you have to understand, you and the team that have made this happen
Yeah.
are literally changing how we're going to consume music in the next 5 years. Like, if you're worried about a career, you literally just made yourself a career.
You're making your own lane right now.
I'm complaining from a point where a lot of people would kind of point out that I shouldn't be complaining.
People would kill to be in your spot right now.
Yeah.
You're doing great things,
you know.
man. Like, well done. Like, and it's not even like, you were just like, you lucked out. Like, yeah, you had an opportunity that you were lucky to take advantage of, but you still put in the work.
Yeah,
like,
so for real.
100%. So, like, give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Wow. Loud sound effects.
Oh, man. Anyway, so we don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you want to get back to enjoying the festival.
Fine.
But...
I'm basically done so far.
Oh, so you're just enjoying now.
We're not going to be... Yeah, we're not going to be making a lot of changes to the server because we're quite far through.
So I do have a question. Is the map going to be available for people?
I was listening before. I didn't really think about that. With the issue that if we give people this map, I mean, sure they can explore it, but some people might start associating our content with things that we might not be
associated with,
endorsing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not really my place to say. But
I mean,
it's our definitely thought going into it.
Maybe it can be like a special devs gift. So like everybody that was part of building the server gets a copy. But like, who knows? Maybe
that would be cool.
Because they're like limited edition like Xboxes or like like consoles that like devs get. Like I feel like that'd be a nice.
I think the map's important, but I mean the event itself has enough of an identity that just because someone's used a map for something bad doesn't necessarily mean that it gets associated with the event.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be fine.
Should be fine. We're rooting for you, man. Oh, also I think Eden's on the way. I think we got Eden coming in.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Jimmy did say that, yeah.
Yeah, Eden, is he in the transfer?
I don't see him. Oh yeah, I do. Actually, here he is.
Bow.
Let's put him in.
Let's bring in Eden.
Yo,
ladies
Eden.
and gentlemen, and others. Round of applause for Eden.
Hey.
How you doing?
How are you?
Fantastic. We've been having a wonderful conversation here with Oasis9.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Eden. Like, who are you? How you feel? How you been?
I've been good. Busy. Where do I start? So let's see. I am a self-taught web developer and sort of. I guess I call myself a producer, but I don't really do much producing these days. A lot of it's just been sort of work I've been doing. Auxiliary to like my music producer friends, doing things like websites and graphic design and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just hanging out, having fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is definitely fun.
So, Eden, you made the website for the event.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm the one
that's pretty
hosting
cool.
hosting the website and doing the web dev and all that kind of stuff.
Just the ease of use, honestly, for the site. Just the fact that I can like click between Angle and Devil, and it's like there's like no lag whatsoever. It literally just goes straight to
slick.
Is so slick. Like, yeah, for real.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it worked out. Because it's always a bit of a challenge to make it work the way you intend it to.
Oh, for sure.
Always.
Yeah, Murphy's Law always gets in the way, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. So like what are some of the technical difficulties that you've had to kind of overcome in order to get this thing to work?
You know, with the web stuff, it's actually been pretty easy. There have been some issues like getting the poster up in the format that I want, because the way it is now, it's called an SVG format, which means it can scale as big or as small as you want, and it won't ever get like pixelated or blurry or anything like that.
Right.
But like one of the issues is that we don't have a license to use the font that we're using, so we can't actually put it up as text in the right font. So it was a bit of a challenge to figure out how to make the text still selectable, so you can like copy and paste users and look them up and all that kind of stuff, while still making it look the way we want it to look.
No,
that's a pretty common challenge with a lot of web dev stuff, is making stuff look good but also accessible to, for example, users who might have a different kind of device than you have, users who are on the phone, people who like use screen readers.
And it's not even like an Android versus iPhone thing, even though that does definitely take things.
Yeah, that's a factor.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's like even in like the same kind of ecosphere, some people might have iPhone 4s or iPhone 10s. It's different.
Yeah, exactly. Some people might be looking at the website on like an e-reader or something like that. That's super underpowered. You have to work around all those limitations and try to find the best compromise.
I agree. As an aspiring web dev myself, I understand the struggle. So.
One of our listeners, Amber, says she's a web dev, so she's super excited that you're talking right now. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I'm working on a web app of my own at the moment that I can't say a lot about, but it works quite well.
Oh, you're teasing! You're teasing!
It might be Minecraft related.
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
Okay.
It might not be Minecraft Java related though.
Ooh, Bedrock. Are we gonna get a bet? Oh my God.
Yes.
We're gonna get a Bedrock. Oh, I'm so.
I'm not gonna say too much.
Oh my God.
It's not really my project as such. I'm just doing it.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see.
I'm definitely hyped for whatever that might or might not be. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's more for content creators, but
I feel you.
Hey, that's what we are.
That's what we are.
Hey.
So, like, Eden, how old are you? Well, like, we barely know about you.
I'm 19. I'm 19.
Damn.
Everybody's so young.
Wait, and where did you say you're from right now?
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
I'm sorry.
To hear what you're saying.
Where did you say you're from?
Oh, I'm from Canada. I live in Guelph, which is a sort of smallish city outside of Toronto.
Oh, no shit. We're close by.
Oh, speaking of Canada,
yeah.
We were what was that boss we were gonna have?
Oh, Drake?
No, not Drake. The one that we
Mac DeMarco?
The one under the Canadian Tower.
Wait, Mac DeMarco is a boss?
Yeah, there's also a boss.
It was going to be a
Mac
boss.
DeMarco is a boss.
Oh,
there's another one that we were going to do, but we swapped it out for Drake.
Oh, man.
I would think of what that was. I don't remember. Sorry.
The Canadian politician.
Oh,
Justin. Wait. Are you thinking like Justin Trudeau?
No, it wasn't
Trudeau. No.
Was it Trudeau?
It was Trudeau. We were going to have a Trudeau.
That's
and
fantastic.
You guys say Americans don't know their politics.
But Drake goes just as well.
Yeah.
Drake. In fact, Drake is probably better because.
Do you remember who was the one before Justin Trudeau? Was it the mayor that was like in Canada was like doing like crack?
I don't really follow Canadian politics. So.
Yeah, I try not to as much as I can too. He was a bit of a
eccentric.
Think Bush, but Canadian.
I love it.
Stephen Harper was his name. He was like hardline right wing kind of nutbag type.
Yeah, not your type. Definitely not. I don't think anyone.
Yeah.
Got you. Wow. So I mean,
he would have been a good boss too. Actually,
I would have been a
really good boss.
Just throwing crack on everybody.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
That was the previous mayor of Toronto.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
gosh.
right. That's right.
Different guy, similar kind of politics.
Similar, I mean, really like crack. Yeah.
Oh, Amber
okay.
wants to know if you have GitHubs.
I do. I don't actually use it that much, but I could share my GitHub.
I believe mine. I actually need to go check. Let me see. This is kind of.
Mine is just /
my own GitHub.
SG. Just my name.
Mine is
SG.
So his is Eden SG, and mine is exactly the same as my username, Oasis9.
Got it.
Okay, perfect.
Good job. We will definitely put the GitHub, plug people into the GitHub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kev also has a question. KevBot. He says, "What kind of software do you use to encode the games?" So you have to translate that as a as a developer.
So, were you talking about Minecraft here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, Minecraft servers, you can download them from the Minecraft website, but they're not easily modifiable.
Right.
So, what I'm assuming he's asking is how we modify the Minecraft server.
Right.
So, we write things called plugins, and we also have what's called a bungee, which allows us to send people to separate Minecraft servers running as a network, and when they switch between them, Minecraft client thinks that they're changing world. So that allows us to load balance and provide different content, like the stages and the main world. They actually run on different servers. They're not just worlds on one server.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Super intense.
When it comes to writing plugins, it's pretty easy considering a lot of the work that's gone into that as its own sort of project called Spigot, as well as Bucket.
Some mod projects.
So, yeah, you probably would have heard of those. And
wait,
they
so
allow
you're part
you
of
to write...
Spigot and Bucket?
No. We use what they provide to...
Got it. I was like, oh my god.
To write the modification.
We're talking to celebrities here. Web dev
not that kind of celebrity.
It is all a little bit hacky because the files that the Minecraft website provides aren't like, we can't really edit them. We can't.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So Minecraft is closed source. You're not supposed to. So the license they provide that work under that isn't compatible with a lot of the license that has been. How do I say this? The work that's gone into things like Bucket and Spigot, which allow you to, so they're APIs. They interact with the Minecraft server and allow you to write code that doesn't change each version.
Got it.
And it's still possible to interact with the Minecraft server itself and its base code, but it's quite hard because what they do is obfuscate it. It means you can't really identify what the stuff in there does unless you kind of follow it around.
Gotcha.
So they've done a really good job at making it possible to spawn entities, do different things. You can do whatever you want, send people messages, handle commands. There's a variety of different things you can do. But basically, the way that they distribute Bucket is it's had to change recently. Well, not recently. It's been a long time since. But someone on the team, no one really seems to know what the motivation for this was, but basically, the license that he was contributing his work to that project under didn't work with Minecraft's closed source license. I can't speak.
Basically, licensing. It was they were doing some no stuff.
Yeah, and it, for whatever reason, this person decided to take down Bucket for that reason, and we don't know the motivation. But what they've done is they've made a tool that you can download, and it will grab the Minecraft server jar from Minecraft, and it will apply patches to it.
Got it.
So what they're no longer distributing a file that has closed source code and open source code and messy license business. But now they just have they just make you build the server instead, and it works quite well.
Interesting.
Well, there you go.
It's a bit messy. It was quite hard to do at first for a lot of people. But, it's
that's
quite
a
easy
huge
now.
loophole.
That's a huge undertaking. I feel like though.
Yeah, it's a complicated project, and I don't really understand a lot of it.
I mean, I'm vaguely following along. Like I kind of I get what the whole logic behind it is, but I mean that's an immense to really understand the
that's
intricacies
next level
of that.
shit.
Yeah,
I think
there are also projects that basically aim to recreate what the Minecraft server does, but without using any of the original code.
Oh boy.
They exist. I don't think any of them are done.
Is saying, "Oh boy,"
he's like, "Oh god."
Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, being part of the Spigot project would be cool, but it would also be a lot of work.
Yeah.
And there's already people who've done a lot of work on that, and that's
for sure.
pretty cool. And I don't think I want to go and undertake that myself.
No, absolutely not. Me neither.
This is why the open source community is cool, because people do work and we share stuff around.
Yeah. And in fact, a bunch of the plugins that we ended up using or modifying and making use of were open source. So
yeah.
So we were supposed to have backdrops behind the stages, but that didn't end up happening because I didn't quite get that finished. So
I heard about that. We're doing GIFs, right?
Yeah, we were. That was the idea. We're not quite sure what the issue with that was, but the code that I used was largely based off a person called Haley, named Inventive Talent Dev on GitHub. She wrote a plugin called Animated Frames, and what I did is modify it so that when you start or stop a frame or create one on one server, on one stage, it would do that to all of the other servers running that stage.
Damn.
So
that's just incredible.
That's crazy. Like,
and I think
it's a specialized setup. So
I was going to say, is that how you're kind of getting some of the mirror setups with like the DJs being able to be linked and all
So we mirror DJs, and we also were intending to mirror the frame in the background so that people saw it at the same time and that it would change at the same time.
Like, just thinking about
just
that.
The
and
fact, like,
It works pretty well.
It's way over my head. I mean, like, for real.
Wow.
Like, it's like, for me, I'm just wowed at the fact that that's even possible.
What's his name? Jackson did a lot of the work getting a sort of a foundation. It's called Foundation. Is just some code that gets lumped in with the plugins that we write.
Yeah.
And they go on each server, and they allow us to identify what kind of server that is. And there's a lot of stuff in there that's quite useful. So when I'm writing a plugin, I can tell what server this is, what mode it's in, what type it is. So if it's a Minecraft server, obviously I know if it's a Minecraft server. But if it's a stage, if it's the main world, if it's something else. So with the boss mobs, we actually have the plugin that provides those bosses on all servers, but we don't want bosses spawning on the stage worlds. So I can just check if it's the main world, and away we go.
Damn.
Cool.
So,
the amount of thought that went into that, like, that's a lot of work.
There's a lot of collaboration as well.
Yeah.
That's an incredible amount of collaboration. And the fact that you all have to kind of come to a general consensus, agree exactly like what it's going to be like, and really like put forth effort to make it be that thing consistently. Well done, guys, because that takes work.
Hats off to you. I mean, for real.
Hats off to you.
Been fabulous.
It's hard enough getting people to like literally go to like lunch at the same spot.
Honestly,
so true.
To be able to coordinate people to code the same
idea, idea is just mind blowing. Yeah.
Wow. I'm just blown away. As somebody who has to coordinate people regularly, that's
yeah.
Yeah, it's a group effort.
It's definitely a group effort.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, gentlemen,
Jackson and Bob did amazing with this. Like you folks did an amazing job of getting it working and fixing issues as they came up in production. Like it's all everything is last minute. That's just the nature of these festivals.
Yeah, we came onto the team quite late, and I was a little bit busy with other things as well at that time. So
naturally,
things like boss battles were supposed to be tested beforehand, and they certainly were not. So
but it happens.
You know, it created hype, and
for sure,
people certainly seem to enjoy it. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
I would be too.
for sure. I think it's been wildly successful. I mean, just the response alone is
yeah,
absolutely. Yesterday felt like kind of a less serious day, whereas today, even though I say serious, but it's still a fun event.
Yeah.
It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It only took 4 hours yesterday to get stuff working, as compared to Coachella, which took like 7, and then it was never really working. So and then today,
I wasn't there for that.
Pretty much everything worked. So I'm very happy with this.
Yeah, it's running extremely smoothly, which is super cool.
The only time it didn't go smoothly is when a bunch of people join at the same time.
Yeah. I remember
kind of unavoidable.
When Coachella happened, and literally like 1,000 people dropped in the room at the same time. And I was
and it was a small room.
Yeah, it was a really small room.
And I think collision was turned on as well.
It was so great because
it was wild. We were getting like 1 or 2 updates per second.
Oh my god!
So I went about setting up the scoreboard. So when I say scoreboard, I don't mean anything in Minecraft as in the scores you would see on the right, because obviously you don't see one. But we use that same system to provide prefixes for people. So people's names in the tab list, as well as above their head, are defined by the scoreboard and what team they're in.
Got it.
So I created that, and Jackson made a few changes to it just to get it to work properly. And so the tab list looks quite cool.
Yeah,
all the different prefixes. Yes.
And it's incredible.
I was going to say something else that wasn't really kind of just supposed to be self-promotion, but
hey, no, it's supposed to be self-promotion. That's exactly why you're here.
That's what this is for.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, gentlemen,
I'm sure I had a point to that, but I've forgotten. So.
Hey, it's okay. It's all good.
You're all good.
It's pretty casual.
Thanks again, guys. We really appreciate all the hard work that went into this. I mean, like you guys have created something amazing. I mean, you've been a part of something incredible.
This is an iconic event.
Yeah,
this is one of those catalytic events.
It's a catalyst for sure for what's to come in the future.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. It's
pretty huge.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh, and
I honestly don't know. Yeah,
Eden, what's our VIP purchases at?
We have 409 VIPs right now.
Jesus.
Damn.
Which is incredible.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
That is a lot.
So,
what's I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What are the numbers like? I mean, overall, like if we're talking like
So if we look at the streams where the music is coming from, we've got about 66,000 total listens per stage.
66,000 per stage.
Per stage.
Yeah, and when I'm not sure if that means unique or just generally tuning in.
Right.
Yeah.
But that is a lot.
We've got about 5.1 thousand unique players have joined the server.
Damn.
Over the 2 days.
The Discord server's on about 6,000 at least, last I heard.
Yeah. Let me check. It was at about 6 yesterday. 6.5 now.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
So yeah, this thing was massive.
Yeah. It's
quick
huge.
Question.
Sure.
Yeah, go for
With the Drake boss, does the Wither have Drake faces, or did that not happen?
No, it
happened.
It had Drake faces. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means somebody actually went and popped my changes in. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, we actually just got a video from Brenda, which shows what the visuals look like too.
Sweet.
Hold on. Yeah, that's loud.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have a small apartment in the gamer house. I like this.
Oh, do you?
Nice.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's up the very top. It's in what do you call it?
Just a little working.
Yeah, I would say the elevator shaft, but it's not really. It's kind of outside it. And somebody kind of put a slightly profane sign next to it. I just left it there,
Amazing.
I'm sure people enjoy it.
I'm sure they do.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, I think we got to wrap it up here because we got one more. We got Sky Doki that we're going to talk to.
Yes.
And
Someone put a Rihanna sign in here as well.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming through and really just elaborating on it because we definitely want people to know like the process behind it. So when the interviews go up later, we can like really push it and like really show people what went into it. So thank you for taking that time to just kind of.
You guys killed it. For sure.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to say before we go?
I really like this modified Hot Wheels sign.
We saw that too.
We loved it. Yeah.
It was incredible.
So I did protest the battle bus. So.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful rest of Firefest, and
thank you.
It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Likewise.
Thanks for covering all of this.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, it's awesome to have this coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. We try to do what we can. I feel like this kind of deserves.
It needed it.
Some attention. In that realm. We do what we can, man.
Kay says every single day I am more and more sorry for building the battle bus. So just put that to bed.
Is this being recorded?
Oh yeah. The
whole thing.
Cool.
We'll put the interviews out.
Okay, we appreciate all that you do.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Much love. Thank you again.
Yeah, we'll
catch you guys.
We'll send all the information for you tomorrow, and you'll get all the stuff you need.
Sounds good.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care, guys.
You too.
You too.
All right, and that was Eden and Oasis. Give it up for him. Wow.
Two wonderful gentlemen. Wow, that's so much. They did so much.
So much.